There was a massive development that has taken place in the I country. There is something called the inauguration of the Pilgrimage Road, and they had an inauguration of this like on the September the 15th. So this is fairly recent, and I don't know why nobody's talking about it. So in the presence of Netanyahu, I can't say that man's name, okay? You had the Prime Minister of Israel, and then you had the U.S. Secretary of State and the U.S. Ambassador of Israel. They were all present, which is Marco Rubio, Netanyahu, and Mike Huckabee. What they're saying is they just opened the road. It's called Pilgrimage Road in the city of David. Now, this is where Jesus and the prophets would walk, and some of the kings of Israel, they would walk, lead, and this basically lead directly to the Temple Mount. And they officially opened it after it's been like under reconstruction for so many years. What I'm thinking and what I'm hearing is they're doing this in basically contesting the voting that's going on as it relates to that land over there. And I believe this is significant on so many reasons, because of Jesus, the prophets, and all of the kings of Israel walked this path. Why now are they opening it to the public? That's very strange. The same hour, the same season, this is what y'all not getting. This road has been closed for centuries. It had not been open. The reason why this road is so significant, it is connected to a lot of biblical events, just like when Jesus healed the blind man. Also, it is connected to the Pool of Siloam and the Temple Mount. So a lot of people are speculating that they are opening this road up kind of in contest to them voting for the land to be split up. And I feel in my shondo is something different. I'm gonna say this is not normal. This is not your normal typical year. There is so much Bible prophecy that has came into fruition this entire year, and things are still happening. You have a live ceremony that will be live streamed so all the world can see, with 100 blowing shofars and the ceremony for the Feast of the Trumpets. And they decide to open up this road that has not been opened and has been under construction, from what I'm hearing, for many years and centuries. Now, this is not ordinary and this is not normal. There is something they are preparing for. And I keep going back to this. I know the people of God are waiting and we're watching for the return of Christ. But I truly wholeheartedly believe that there is something else that is getting ready to take the scene and to take place. And if you have spiritual discernment, you can feel it and you know it. Those of us who, you know, it is weird because it's right on the cusp of this 23rd and 24th, right before the UN is getting ready to meet concerning this land. And we know how critical that meeting is going to be, regardless of what happens. It is a critical meeting for the icon. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. There's something they are preparing for. These things just don't happen. These are not coincidences. There's something in preparation, and we know that the UN is having their meeting and they're, you know, concerning Palestine and Israel. But we must understand there is a bigger picture. You have to understand that there is a satanic agenda that is trying to take the stage, and it's been already in operation. They are setting the stage. The stage is already set. It's just the pieces have to take their place. Please understand that there is a great deception already here. Look at what's happening with everything political. And this is not political. This is more spiritual than it is political. But the world wanted to appear like it's political to keep the believers at odds and fighting amongst each other. But this is nothing but a spiritual fight. Because, first of all, in 2.5 seconds, we're all not going to be here. Political ain't even going to matter. I'm saying that to the fact of, we know that we know this is around the hour. We don't know if he's coming on the 23rd. We don't know if he's coming on the 24th. But we know that this is the hour that Christ is going to return. With that being said, if you do not know Jesus, there are things really heating up. I pray that you would just take a second and think about your life and think about your spirit, because this is just clay and dirt. This is just a body housing your spirit. But when we leave here, your spirit must go somewhere. There will be a housing point. And whatever you choose, if you choose Christ, if you don't choose Christ, you will open up your eyes, and wherever you chose to be with, in connection to, okay? But this is the hour to repent and come to the Lord and know who Jesus is. Don't know God of religion, but know the God of the Bible.